Want to welcome everybody on YouTube to the fifth quarter. It's your boy Jay Orleans and the lovely Miss Neek. Miss Neek, say what's up to the people.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Miss Neek. Welcome to the fifth quarter.
Want to welcome everybody on YouTube. All right, look, I got echoes in the background. I apologize, YouTube. I do. The lovely Miss Neek. Miss Neek, say what's up to the people. Know that we love y'all. I agree with you, though. That was fast, right?
No, I still heard a lot, but you know. Well.
All right, so I told you we were going to be live, you know what I'm saying, on our podcast networks, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, etc. We're not live right now. But we're going to be live in a minute. So are you mad at technology or are you mad at me right now?
I don't think nobody mad. I think they just waiting. That's all.
I agree. And we don't want the people to wait. We want to get the people what they want. And we just gave them what they want. We are now live on Spreaker, on iHeartRadio, everywhere that we deliver our podcasts. We're here. This is the fifth quarter. It's the homie Jay Orleans, the lovely Miss Neek. Miss Neek, again, say what's up to the family.
What's up, fam? It's your girl, Miss Neek. Welcome to the fifth quarter.
Good deal, good deal. We late. Like, the game went off, and people like, okay, where the hell y'all at? I did get that call. I got a few calls from folks asking where we were. You want to tell them people you were asleep?
Tell them I was asleep because I'm 2 hours ahead of you. You can tell them you were asleep. So Jay was tired. You know,
I was tired.
Jay was tired. Listen, it's a good week. It is a very hectic week. It is a chaotic week. There's a lot of things going on. I'm moving around. Jay got the family. We got a lot of things that we got to get handled. And it's election week. So if you guys are not focused on your focus, I need y'all to gather yourselves and get ready to drop your ballots. So if you haven't already. Because early voting has been in effect for a couple of weeks now. So yeah, we just had a bunch of things that we had to take care of, you know, family first. And I don't steer away from that at all. So y'all gonna have to bear with us. We family, we gonna be here. Y'all know we coming.
Yeah, we gonna deliver. Y'all know it's gonna be real when we show up. And like Ms. Neek just said, make sure you guys are exercising your right. Make sure you're voting. Like, we ain't telling you who to vote for. We got strong opinions. And maybe at a different time we'll get into those things. But what we want to tell you right now, we want to encourage everybody to be a part of the process. Because if you're not a part of the process, right, you ain't got nothing you can complain about. You can't really say much if you ain't a part of the process. And I get it. There are people that, well, what process? I get it. Trust me, I understand all of the gripes that those who have gripes with the system have gripes for. I get it. But I'm telling you, it is in your best interest. It's in our best interest for you to do your due diligence and to cast your ballot with who you think will give you the best opportunity to move your life forward, to move the people that you love forward, and etc. So do that on tomorrow. It's vital. It's everything that everyone is talking about. I know y'all tuning into a Saints show. We're going to give y'all some Saints talk in a minute, but it is incredibly vital that you guys go out and execute your right to vote.
Right. Got to do that. I voted early, so I'll be on a flight tomorrow. A lot of people got nervous. You'd be surprised. And I'm very proud of our community for pushing the voting. I've gotten asked a lot of questions because I am on a flight tomorrow, and everybody's like, "Well, that's election day. Did you vote? Did you go? Are you gonna go? You gonna go before you vote?" I already voted. I voted like 2 weeks ago. I was not playing. I got my things on the ballot ASAP. But you know, I went to the post office, and this lady's like, "Did you vote? You should go over to the forum because that's what they." So I'm very excited how energized we are. I really hope we show up in record numbers. Half of the registered voters in California have already voted. So we not playing out here. So I hope y'all on y'all stuff wherever y'all at in the United States of America, because this is
tomorrow night gonna be crazy. We all know it's gonna be crazy. Me and Miss Neek have talked about doing something special, and we'll consider that. We'll kind of keep everybody posted on if and when we'll do that. If not tomorrow night, definitely maybe Wednesday, maybe. But do your part. Do your part. We'll talk about that at a later date. I know one thing on Sunday. Sunday was nerve-wracking. We had to wait, a few more minutes, a little extra. Like people think we're gonna be waiting tomorrow night. We're gonna maybe waiting a few weeks, but with the Saints game, it was a little extra, and we had a 10-point lead in the second half, and I thought that would not be necessary. But The defense gave up some plays. We still pulled it out. We pulled it out. We beat the Bears on the road in Chicago. You know, look, Tampa Bay couldn't beat the Bears. The Bears are, 5-3 now? You know, because of us, they are a good team. We won. We won. How you feel about us winning, Ms. Neek?
I mean, one thing that I will say, it wasn't a pretty win by any stretch of the imagination. But one thing that I will say is with us being down a lot of key players, I'm really impressed at our ability to win games at this point. We know Drew doesn't throw like he used to. He still got that old man arm. We're not gonna go around that. But even with the old man arm and even with his trusted receivers out, and Sanders, who we were just starting to get into a groove with, he's gone now with the COVID and all that. I'm impressed with the ability to pull it out. I'm just a little nervous about whether we're championship ready. Now, once we start reintroducing our pieces, and if we fall back into, a really good rhythm at that point, then I think we'll do okay. But right now, I'm just really pleased at us being able to pull it out, even if it's an ugly win. Still a W.
Right. Speaking of ugly wins, we are coming to everybody live on a Monday night. Monday Night Football is taking place right now, and I think I just saw something that disgusted me. The Giants are 1-6, and they're giving the Tampa Bay Bucs everything they can handle right now. You watch the NFC South, you know that the Saints and the Bucs are in a battle for the top spot. The little quarterback, Jones, threw an interception a few moments ago. The pass was intended for G. Tate, intercepted by S. Murphy Bunting. I don't know what. I hope I said the brother name right. No disrespect. And, so the Bucs are in position to take the lead with a field goal. The score is 17-15 Giants right now. Let me ask you this. Did you think, I know we're talking Saints, we'll get back to our Saints. We got a live game happening right now. It's relevant. Did you think the Giants had a shot against Tom Brady and the Bucs?
Hell no. The Giants didn't think the Giants had a shot against the Bucs. The Giants didn't think it was popping off like that. I'm surprised at the battle right now, but I know Brady's just sitting around just like, okay, y'all ready? Oh, okay, well, let's just go ahead and do this. Let's finish it out. Like I'm not anticipating like too much more from the Giants. They're gonna run out of gas in a minute. And I'm only peeking in on my phone real quick. Right. We here, but I didn't expect it by any stretch of the imagination.
It's like the classic look ahead game. Like they know they're on the road, they're in New York, but they know how big next week's Sunday night game is.
Yeah.
And I think that they're definitely kind of forecasting that and looking past the Giants and think that those boys are gonna roll over and just let them come in there and have that win. And they playing, and so kudos, shouts out to the Giants for even making it a 4-quarter game, because it is a 4-quarter game. And it just kind of, people don't like cliches, but any given Sunday, any given Monday, any given Friday. Speaking of any given Sunday, real quick,
COVID.
I got to say something. Do you know? St. Aug, for the first time in the history of their program, beat Edna Carr Sunday. Any given Sunday. They did it on Sunday.
I don't know.
27-26, St. Aug. Now, hell of a game, classic game. Good for the city, in my opinion. Good for the city. I like it when, especially St. Aug being what it represents to the city and to our folk. I like that. Edna Carr is the prominent program in the state. They've won 4 in a row. Nobody else has done that. They probably will win 5. And I think, having 2 big wins on their schedule against 2 really big teams early, it is what it is. But I just had to mention that. I know we're talking about any given Sunday.
What team did we beat?
Maybe the John Curtis Patriots and the Catholic Bears. The Catholic Bears.
The John Curtis Patriots and the Bears. Oh, okay.
They did. They did that. And then they had a week off, and they came out and played St. Aug and 27-26 St. Aug.
Yeah, 1 point.
Shout out to Coach Nick. And the Carr alum, going over there.
And the Carr's DNA is all across the city right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine. That's fine.
Best programs out there is coached by some Cougar blood. So I'm not too mad at it. Those who don't know, I am a very proud and very vocal Edna Carr alum. class of 2000. Shout out. But like you said, any given Sunday or Friday or Saturday. I don't
On Monday.
What days do high schools play out there now? Like,
well, it changed. COVID got everything crazy right now. So they playing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and whenever they got to play, they trying to get these games in. So it's just like the NFL and college football. You look up, it used to be when we were growing up, I knew the games were on Sunday. Like we knew they were playing NFL football on Sunday, college on Saturday, high school on Friday. Like we knew that, right?
Yeah.
Well, money, big money is coming to football, period. And now we got games on Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 5 days out of the week.
Yeah, Tuesday night game too, one day.
Yeah, they slide them in. It's Tuesday, Wednesday. They'll go 7 days a week if we'll give it to them. We'll go 7 days a week. So again, congratulations to those kids. We like to kind of spice it up and add a few tidbits to the high school scene out here and give those kids their just due. Congratulations to all those student athletes out there, preparing, doing what they have to do to develop, just maintain. And I know Ms. Nika probably definitely want me to emphasize this, especially for you young men. Make sure that you guys are doing what you have to do, taking care of yourself with your mask and social distancing.
That's how you gonna play me? Okay. For sure. Look, guys, like I am people that know me, I try not to impress my opinion on anything, but people that know me know how adamant I am about the well-being of our children and making sure that their health and their mental state is intact. So I am an advocate for making sure that no matter what decision you decide to make for you and your child, that you guys do your due diligence and go above and beyond to be careful in the face of COVID-19, because it is real and it is taking lives. And that's not to say that your children are going to pass from it or you're going to pass from it, but just know that as a carrier, you have the potential to bring it to other people in your lives, and that in itself would be a travesty. So just be careful, just be clean, wash your hands, put your mask on, stay away from people. You don't like to be all up under people anyway, so just move. That's it. Not that big of a deal. And I want to say shout out to St. Aug, because I don't want that to come across as though St. Aug is any kind of program to sneeze at. St. Aug is a dope program. They are really holding their own in the state. So I salute them for their win. It is not a knock. There are much worse teams that I would have been devastated to have lost to than St. Aug. So shout out to St. Aug on a win. What was it?
Absolutely supporting a all black African American male school. That's dope. So hats off to y'all. Hats off to Ed DeCar for what Coach Bryce and what those guys are doing there, and everybody right now that's mentoring you, these young men, and producing productive young men. Speaking of productive young men, what wasn't productive? Back to our Saints talk. What was not productive was, the little tip tap hit, and we on a PG show, so I can't say what I really would say. Okay, but the situation that occurred, all right, was terrible on the field. And I'm being nice. Javon Wims, his ass is suspended, by the way. I couldn't even say it. Suspended. He's suspended for 2 weeks. It should have been 12 weeks. He should be done for the rest of the year. But he mad because C.J. Gardner-Johnson does what he does, and he gets under the skin of people that he play against. He got under Michael Thomas' skin. Michael Thomas had to put hands on him, okay? So I appreciate the brother for doing what he do. I like those kind of players, those who can get you out your game. And it was smooth. He just stood there, let him swing off. Like, okay, homie, you about to be losing a lot of money, and you about to be kicked out. And actually, the Bears were in the lead up until that point. The moment that happened, interception, everything changed. Like everything, the whole momentum of the game changed after he did that. It was incredibly selfish. If he was on my team, I would cut him. Now, let me tell you what he tried to do, by the way. He tried to say that C.J. Gardner-Johnson spit on him. Yeah. And that's why he went ahead and did what he did. Yeah. That's his excuse.
I didn't see the spit on him. What we did see, because I watched it a couple times. I went back and watched it. I saw that C.J. poked Miller. That happened. And there was an instance where he snatched his mouth guard off. He snatched Wim's mouth guard off and threw it into the ground. So that did happen. Those two, that two elements of provocation did happen. However, it was still stupid. Y'all weren't even mixed up. You wasn't even guarding him. Like, you left your man to come over to this dude after the play had ended. It was just dumb. It was uncalled for. It was stupid. Like, you're punching helmets. You could have broke your hand. Like, you're just risking the game. You're risking your team. You're risking your money. You're risking your career. Like, it's just dumb. Why? Because you can't control yourself. So, it happens. It happens, I guess.
It was super jive. Like, he that's not even a term, but he jive records, man. It's super jive, phony, fake, whatever you want to call it. I got a public service announcement. Because, I just got to do this. You never know who's watching your shows and what's happening. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you all this right now, man. As we move into the holiday and festive season here, in North America and around the world, look, be authentic. It's like November 2nd, November 3rd right now. What is today's date? November 2nd, okay? Be authentic. We ain't asking for you to be perfect in life. Understand what I'm saying? I'm like, Jay, where you coming from with this? It's relevant to what we saw with homie just swinging off and operating in just, a lack of manhood. That's what I call it. There was nothing manly about that. If you want to get it in that way, hey, look, call my hands and we can really get it and we can have all the situations. Nobody got to see what it is. Ain't gonna cost you no money. Ain't gonna cost me no money. And let's box. Let's get it. But for that to happen the way it happened, it's just not being authentic. Okay, what I'm saying? It's not being straight up. You know what I'm saying? And so, look, for those who are watching and like, Jay, where that's coming from, just know that I'm in that mode right now where I'm forcing everybody around me to just be themselves. You know what I'm saying? If you phone and you fake, I would just rather not. You know what I'm saying? 2020 is so real for all of us right now, and life is so fragile that I ain't got time for fake relationships and phony. So if you want to box, just say that's what you want to do and we can make that happen.
I mean, outside of that, it's just outside of that, it just the way that it happened. If we want to talk about, I mean, even if you get into it in the game, you know what I'm saying? You get into it in the game in the heat of the moment. Like, you came up from behind him. You know what I'm saying? You came up from behind him, snatched something out of his peripheral, and then stole on him. Like, that was like, he was like, wait, what? What just happened? What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? It was just cowardly all around. It just wasn't a good move. And then the game of football. You change the momentum when you do things like that. We get hyped. Like, what? Like, we too ignorant in New Orleans. Y'all can't do that. Like, we because we gonna get real, and then you're gonna lose. And then that's exactly what happens. So, because you riled up my defense ready. It's just how it worked.
The defense, I thought they played a hell of a game. I thought that once we took the 10-point lead, they kind of laxed up and allowed the Bears to kind of move down the field once they went prevent. The Saints secondary continues to give me some uncomfortable moments. Cam Jordan, look, I know we talk about handing out our beignets, and we know Kamara, he can get them every week. Like, he balling his ass off. We appreciate everything that he's doing. He did a hell of a job. Harris actually had some very critical, momentum-changing punt returns, field position. He established for the Saints, made it a little easier for the Saints to kind of do what they needed to do. Taysom Hill caught a touchdown yesterday. We finally saw him show up.
That was live.
Right. It was nice. It was nice to have him contribute in that way. And the Saints need to stop playing with that man. He's not a quarterback. Let that boy just play football. That's it. He's just a football player. Don't put him at quarterback as a mainstay. That's not happening. But Cam Jordan on yesterday, for me, when you look at the pressure and you're needing for a player to step up and make plays, to guarantee that the Saints would win that game, I am incredibly impressed with Cam Jordan's game on yesterday. Big time game from him. And so for me, the easy beignets go to Alvin Kamara. We gets it. We can't keep giving it to him. He's going to get overweight. Cam Jordan is a big man. He can handle some beignets. For me, my beignets go to Cam.
I mean, I hear you, and I was very proud of Cam's performance yesterday. Lattimore gave me some off and on moments. He missed a couple tackles. He wasn't really running like he was. So Cam kind of stepped up. I think that's what you saw. But for me, I'm sorry. Alvin Kamara, 6 straight games, 100+ yards. Like the boy is 50% wide receiver, 50% running back. He's literally splitting his touches up, and he's carrying this entire team on his back. Without Thomas in the game, without Sanders in the game, like we're just down, and he's making it happen. I can't not give him beignets this week. He has to have beignets this week. He can't eat them all, but he can eat one.
Okay, well, he getting yours. I ain't getting mine this week. I might going to Cam Jordan. I'm gonna share my week.
You take care of the defense.
That's this week. That did this week. Sometimes the defense don't deserve none.
But this week, you took care of the defense. I took care of the offense. You know what? He could split it with Taysom because I was impressed.
Okay.
By quarterback touchdown. That was impressive to me. I was like, yo, has this ever happened?
Yeah. There's a New Orleanian. If you don't know him, Google him. His nickname was Slash 2.0. We were going to school. His name was Cordell Stewart. Cordell Stewart put it down like that from New Orleans. He's a alumni of John Ehret, went to Colorado, phenomenal athlete. His son is kind of molded in the same situation. His son is out of Atlanta. I'm friends with some people that's friends with him. My mind stunned. I ain't name dropping. I'm just saying, good brother, very humble dude, lives in Atlanta, great family, and his son is doing some great things. Cordell Stewart was the original Taysom Hill in the sense that he was able to punt. He took snaps at quarterback, running back, wildcat, receiver, punt return. He did it all for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he did it in the 90s. So, shout out to the New Orleanian for actually quarterback that actually did that, Cordell Stewart.
That's pretty dope. Just to give everybody an update on our division, Tom Brady did what Tom Brady does. It's 22-17. He just took the lead with a little bit of 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The Bucs got the ball back, 1st and 10. So we'll see. We'll see how this fleshes out.
Yeah, unfortunate.
His hands. He's already up. They went 3 and out. And he has the ball again. So he might seal it with this drive. So we'll see. Just keeping an eye on this guy. Because next week is gonna be tough. Have we got an official word? Is AB playing next week?
From what I heard, yeah. I think he wants to play because of the spotlight and how big the game is. Now, his role in that game, who knows? But I think he'll dress up for the stage. I think he'll do that. I'm interested to see how all these egos are going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see.
Now, next week, we coming back a little bit stronger. We got Sanders returning next week off of his COVID vacation.
Right.
What is happening with Thomas? I'm a little concerned with this because this hamstring reason that we're given is like he's supposed to be out for 6 weeks on a hamstring.
I don't know. I don't know. I think that we played somebody who kind of had the same thing happen to him as a member of the Saints on Sunday. Familiar name, and he was phenomenal in the Saints system. Jimmy Graham. Mm-hmm. Jimmy Graham is now a member of the Chicago Bears.
Yes, he is.
Jimmy Graham initially was traded to the Seattle Seahawks. Mm-hmm. From there, he was let go, signed a free agent deal with the Green Bay Packers a few years ago. The Saints actually offered him a contract. His feelings were in the midst. This was before we signed Jared Cook. The Saints actually offered him a contract. He turned it down. He was uncomfortable with trusting the Saints organization because of what had happened prior to. Cam Jordan, who I gave my beignets to, openly reached out to him on Twitter and said, look, big homie, come back, let's finish this unfinished business we got. He didn't want to do it. Signed with Green Bay. Guess what Green Bay did? After 1 year, cut him. After Green Bay cut him because his salary was too much, the Bears picked him up. There's familiarity with him and the GM over there with the Bears. That gentleman, I forget his name, he actually was a part of the Saints organization prior to joining the Bears organization a few years ago. And so he brought Jimmy in, and now Jimmy is in Chicago. Michael Thomas to me is a very talented receiver. But you look at Odell and what has happened to Odell since leaving New York. You look at the kid Hopkins and what's happened to him and the Texans. The Texans haven't really benefited from it, but since that trade, yes, he's in Arizona. They seem to be going in the right direction. So there's two different sides to this whole thing. I don't know what we do. I like Thomas. I like his energy. I'm not prepared to go in yet because I don't know all of the details about it. I just would hope that the brother could realize that it's time to do business. Like beyond your feelings, it's time to do business, and you don't need to alienate the fan base with changing your personal Twitter stuff to Ohio State and Pro Bowl stuff. And, he's a guy that he'll have a meltdown and he'll jump off Twitter or IG and he'll come back after a few months. So he's a very emotional person.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know where I sit with him long term because I feel like, with receivers, you can get a receiver or a collective group of receivers to do what you need to have done. I do believe that. I think he was force-fed the ball last year. He performed. He's great. He's a great weapon to have. And we'll need him.
One of, if not the best in the league.
Right. We'll need him. We'll need him to win. We won't win a Super Bowl. Even with him, we're not guaranteed to do that. But we don't have a shot, in my opinion, without him. Yeah. Like, I can say that. But, I mean, come on. Like, there's only one Super Bowl champion, and the Saints are just like when Drew Brees didn't play last year. The Saints are 5-2. They've won 4 in a row, and he hasn't played. Yeah. We haven't seen him. So, I don't know. If somebody's willing to give me a really good deal for him, and I can get some weapons back, and hey, I might be willing to get out of that contract if he seems ungrateful. I won't say ungrateful. The brother earned every dime he got. I don't like to talk that way. I think when people talk that way, these men are at work. They're business partners. So to say that they're ungrateful and all that comes from a privileged state of mind and a ownership state of mind that I'm not going to represent on this show. So as a business partner with the Saints, he's done everything he needed to do to get the contract he's gotten. He's earned that.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. You're in a contract. So you're in a contract. You earn the terms of said contract, but you have to fulfill said contract. Bro, like your feelings got to come out of that. Like, and that's my biggest thing. My biggest thing is like, listen, we need the continuity of this team. This is already a very tumultuous year. There's too much happening. We got too much going on. We got COVID. We got no fans. It's just too many different factors that are going to impact us. This needs to be checked. And you can't be getting into it with the coaches and staff and the rest of your teammates. And just because of your own personal feelings, you need to check that. You got to work that out because you did sign a contract and you are subject to those terms, period. Like if this is business, then let it be business. I need you to get your stuff together.
Right.
You see? You need to get your stuff together and get the business because at the end of the day, everybody's trying to get to that ring. Like, and it becomes less of an I and more of a we the closer we get to the end of the season. And we're already short 4 games. You are potentially hurting your team. Why?
I can't. Hey, well said. That's it. He just needs to, if he's not healthy, get healthy. And I think that he's a professional. He'll do his best to do that. But if you are healthy and you're in your feelings, then, if I'm the Saints, I'm interested in who can send me something that might work. Whether that's a quarterback, whatever, for the future, whether that's a package where I can get a few first-round draft picks and send him somewhere, that's cool. If you don't mind, Miss Neek, can you tell me what is going on? Is there an update to be given with the Bucs game? I'm about to say Patriots, but the Patriots. Yeah, did you see Cam Newton fumble that ball and cost the Patriots a chance to tie that game?
Wait, say that one more time.
Did you see Cam Newton fumble that ball and cost that team an opportunity to win that game or tie that game?
I did, but you can't blame Cam Newton for what they got going on over there. Cam Newton is playing his behind off. He is really trying his best, but he just don't have the right people around him. In regards to the Bucs, game, Bucs just went up another 3 points. They kicked a field goal, 4th and 1. It looks like a 23-yard attempt. So now the score is, I'm waiting for an update. I think it's 25-17 at this point.
Yeah, 25-17, correct. So the Giants ain't going to make it no easier for us. So that means we got to take care of our own work, like in the movie Training Day, where homie gave Denzel the gun. That's the Saints. And he said, look, you got to put your own work in around here, homie. We ain't going to do that. So the Saints in that same situation. You want the division? You want to take care of your business? You got to be able to take them out yourself. And what did I tell y'all when we talked about this division? Tom Brady and the Bucs would be our greatest foe in the division. Right now, the Saints and the Bucs have basically the same record. The Bucs have not had their bye week, so they'll be up a game versus us at 5-2. They'll be at 6-2. But next week, next Sunday night, to be exact, we'll have an opportunity to put that L on their record, and it ain't gonna be easy.
It's not going to be easy at all. Hopefully, we can stack the deck like he has done, because he over there a la LeBron getting all his weapons in order. So I'm hopeful.
I like how you just sliding all this in. You, Cam ain't got nothing, but, Tom Brady got something. And then just like LeBron, you know how I feel about LeBron game, but I'm being nice. I'm being nice.
You want me to talk sports or you want me to talk sports? Which one?
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you get away with that.
Yeah. He's over there stacking the deck. When I saw that they signed AB, I said, okay, he's strategically aligning himself. He got Gronk. He got, it's just ridiculous.
Everybody want to play with Michael Jordan. Everybody want to play with Michael Jordan. Everybody want to play with Michael Jordan. 6 rings, 6. So let me tell y'all right now. Will my heart be hurt if my Saints don't? Yeah, of course. But will I be distraught or sad if Tom Brady won 7? I'm not saying. I'm gonna leave it alone for right now. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm leaving it alone. I just had to put it out there and say that.
The Tom Brady is disgusting.
Tom Brady is the truth to the world. He's the gift. He's the gift at quarterback.
I ain't got time for this.
Now I want him to lose next week. That's the homie. He got to lose next week. But if he win, just TB. No, I ain't mad at you, dog. I understand where everybody won't play with you. I get it. I understand.
It's looking rough for the Giants right now, but
well, let's do this. To me, this has been fun. I've had fun. This was loose. This was light. It wasn't immediately after the game. Let's talk to the people and keep it 100 with them. Sunday night. What are we doing Sunday night? Are we gonna come to these folks late Sunday night?
I'm about it.
All right. So there it is. Ms. Neek said we got to do it because we ain't going to do the Monday show because, Ms. Neek, she rich. So she flies all over the country. All over the world.
Look, I'm broke, dog. I ain't got nothing.
Don't. So she flies everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So she going to be in the air next week on Monday. You know what I'm saying? She going to be like, how Stephen A. be flying all over the place and he can't do the show sometimes? That's Miss Neek. Miss Neek is like the Sports Talk Nola's situation of Stephen A. When Stephen A. is the man, she's the woman. She's the woman, and she gets to go do that.
I'm gonna take it because last week I was on a flight. And next week I will be on the flight. You're absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying. I'm saying.
Stephen A. I wish I had Stephen A. money. What they doing with Stephen A. I ain't chipping off Stephen A. I'm paying for it myself. Y'all, let me tell you, ESPN flies Stephen A. out. Now, Sports Talk Nola, who I gotta talk to?
Yeah, let me turn around.
In the direction of the office.
Sports Talk Nola, yeah.
Yeah, Sports Talk Nola.
All right, so look, let's do this before we get off the air. One, if you ain't hit the subscribe button, if you ain't hit the like button, whenever you see it, do that. Support us. Help us continue to bring you the content that we're bringing you wherever you're getting it, whether it's the podcast on YouTube, at Sports Talk Nolan. I apologize. I didn't tell the folks where they could find us on YouTube when I came on Spreaker on the podcast, so they had to listen to the whole show to get that. But, yeah, Sports Talk Nolan on YouTube, you can find us.
Yes, and you can also go on Facebook. and find us there. It's underscore Talk Nola, right?
Yeah, we do. We got one of them. We got a Sports Talk Nola Facebook. And of course, y'all know the main brand, the brand that kind of create all of what we're doing is Love Sports Hip Hop. And we're gonna get back to that. You know, that's the thoroughbred. We're gonna get back to that, right? But you can also always contact us there. You can contact me. Look, I got a new IG because you know I'm royalty. You know what I'm saying? And my album will be dropping soon. And I might go in on and drop a single on y'all ass this week. I can't even front. Like I'm that energetic. I want to give everybody a teaser into what's happening with this new album. So look, November 6th, pay attention. I might just come online and just start talking crazy because I'm celebrating that day. You know, I'm celebrating. I got my IG, King Orleans, man. King Orleans. That's how you get in touch with your boy. You want to follow me.
Why are you celebrating on the 6th?
You know, I'm gaining another year around the sun is what they call it, right? We around the sun, you know what I'm saying? So I'm celebrating that. I'll be 40. I'm not even ashamed of telling folks how old I am. I love that I've been able to live to see the age of 40 on November 6th. And blessed to develop more in my ambitions and my desires to just set up a legacy, not in greed, but in purpose. You know what I'm saying? So I was talking to my uncle today and I told him, I said, you know, there was something that my dad told me that is very special to me now. And he told me, he said, son, I didn't realize a lot about manhood, or I thought I knew everything, but I realized I didn't know nothing until I got to be the age of 40, where I was able to kind of look at what I've done and where I want to go and really start to really kind of understand what manhood is all about. So I kind of share that energy in a sense that if you can reach the age of 40, there's a certain level of clarity that exists within your development as a man. And it's not about money. Money is not relative to this. This is not about how much money you make. It's not about, you know, how many women you've been with, you know, marriage, non-marriage. It's none of those things. I'm not talking about none of that stuff. I'm talking about your perception of yourself in this world and who you are spiritually. You know what I'm saying? So I am happy. I'm excited to make 40 on Friday. I look forward to 40 plus more years of being here on this planet. And we'll see. I might spark something up on Friday just to come say hello to everybody that I love on the network and celebrate and give y'all a sneak peek into that Black Royal album, which is going to be the truth. So just follow your boy on King Orleans or at King Orleans on IG. And let's see what's good with it.
You should just let me host your birthday show.
The birthday show?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I might hold you to that. I might hold you to that because
host your birthday show. We can do some snippets of some songs, drop a single, you know, crack some jokes, talk some ish. It won't be on what is this? Where can
Sports Talk Nola? We gotta go to Love Sports Hip Hop to do that, right?
Be on this because
I got you, right? We clean over here, you know.
Cuss or nothing. I can't even
she won't cuss.
Authenticity earlier. I can't even be me. I can't cuss about 415 times by now. No, that is very exciting. We're super excited to celebrate you and everything that you've given to the network and to the broadcasting world at its best. So we'll be sitting here waiting because that Black Royal, from what I hear, is dope. Oh. I can't vouch for that, but from what I hear, it's dope. So we'll see what's cracking. But y'all stay tuned. Listen, go to Facebook, www.facebook.com/Love Sports Hip Hop. I have posted our link to the YouTube channel there. You guys can also catch us on Spreaker on Love Sports and Hip Hop. Like he said, follow your boy King Orleans on Instagram. Don't come follow me because I ain't about to rattle off my IG. And gotta give our predictions for next week. So what do you think? Now I'm interested in this because this is your baby, your boy, your partner. You heard me? Your squad in a divisional match off. So what's up? How you running? What you saying?
I'll tell y'all the truth, man. The Saints going down Sunday night. They're not winning that game. They're going down Sunday night. It's going to happen. I'm sorry to tell y'all, the Bucs will win next week. We still can win a division, though. I will say that. We'll split. I don't think we sweep the Bucs. I think that the Bucs win. I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong. I'm telling y'all now, I want to be wrong. But I think the Bucs at home will get that one next week. And, yeah. Are the Giants done real quick? Are they done already? Or are they still flirting around with trying to
technically they're not officially done, but they're done. It's they still have the ball, but it's 4th and 16. Jones is doing his best. He just ran for 8 yards. He was like, I'm gonna try to get this at least. But yeah, it's not looking good for him. It's 1:25 left in the fourth. They currently have the ball. Snap. Going for a pass, and yeah, it's not gonna work. So, they got the first down. Who knows? Let's see. We got a minute.
All right.
Left in the game. Right. We got a minute.
All right, Giants. All right, Giants.
But we have to take note that they will need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion in order for them to win this game.
Probably ain't gonna happen.
So yeah, it's probably not gonna happen because they're struggling. They're just at the 30. So
right.
You know, it's not looking good for them boys, but I am in agreement with you. I actually called this game at the beginning of the season. I don't think we're going to win this game. I think we're down by 4. We're going to lose by at least 4 points. It'll be a shootout, but I don't think we're going to pull it out. We're not going to be able to sweep them. We're not going to sweep them at home for sure, in my opinion. But stranger things have happened. We'll see. The only way we have a chance is if we get loaded up next week. So
yeah, I agree.
Thomas decides to stop licking his wounds and bring his little slim ass back out on the field. And, Sanders will be back. That'll take a lot of pressure off of Kamara. It'll shake up the defense on the Bucs side because they now have 3 people to cover as opposed to just Kamara. Hopefully we get a couple more touches to Cook, and then we would be able to pull it off then, but it would take a flawless execution because we still are going up against Brady. And Brady does what Brady does.
That Saints pass rush.
Whoa. Giants just scored.
What?
Giants just scored. 19-yard TD reception to Tate in the end zone. 28 seconds left on the clock.
They got to have this 2-point conversion, though.
They got to have the 2-point conversion to tie it.
All right, let me do something. While you doing that, let me get a people, okay?
Okay.
Can I do this? Let's see if I can pull this off. Can I give the people who are listening to us live a live listen in? Okay. We'll give them a live listen in to the game. How about that? Sure. For those who are up with us right now and enjoying our show, right? We legally can do that. We are a media company and we can give you a couple of seconds of a live.
They lining up for the 2-point conversion. You gotta hurry up. Let's get it now.
All right, I'm trying. Let me hurry up.
Well, timeout by the Bucs. So you got 30 seconds.
All right, good. All right, so now I got a little time. I got a little time. I got time. All right, let me put it in. I won't tell y'all who I subscribe to or with my cable service. They got to pay us for that, right?
Yes. And pay us well.
I agree. All right, let's see. I'm here. I don't know why my internet tripping. Join live. Bring me right to the goods.
Verticals. This.
So, yes, you're getting a live look in. Live or live listening for those who are listening. I can't show you the game. I can't go that far, right? This is courtesy of ESPN Monday Night Football.
It made some big plays in the biggest moment of this football game.
Let's see what's happening.
Here we go. To tie the game. Jones throwing for it, and it is knocked away.
That's a flag, man. Yeah, that's a flag.
Yeah,
you damn right. That's a flag.
There's a flag in the end zone. Did Winfield get there too early?
Don't do them dudes this, man.
This was designed for Dion Lewis, quick in the flat. It was late out of Daniel Jones's hands, and I think because it was late, Dion Lewis was working back to the ball, and Winfield got there.
What'd you say?
I don't think they get it the second time. That flag is clutch, but I don't think they get it the second time.
Okay, let's see what happens. Again, live listening, Monday Night Football, a game that is much closer than we all expected. Tampa Bay, obviously, they're looking forward to next week's matchup. They're in a dogfight. The Giants have made this as interesting can get. Okay? Monday Night Football.
The Giants are 1-6.
1-6. Challenging 5-2.
Maybe it's not.
There is no foul for defensive pass.
Yeah. I was going to say that.
I'm just so tired of it. Speaking of no foul, I'm glad that just happened, okay? The Saints game should not have come down to OT. Demario Davis makes a hell of a play, causes a fumble. They talking about, and that was a flag, by the way. They talking about, it didn't inadvertently blow the whistle, but we should have, and it should have been a fumble because the possession should have stopped at the point at which the tackle was made. That was crap. Did you remember that play, Ms. Neek?
Yeah, they called it forward progress.
Right.
Yeah, that was rough. I am really like on the lines of saying that the refs have their favorites. Like they don't feel like the Giants should beat the Bucs tonight. Clearly, because this is clearly pass interference.
Right. It's almost as bad. It's without the flag that should have been thrown for the hit. That was an illegal hit on a defensive receiver.
Yeah.
But that play that happened with us against the Rams, it looks quite similar as far as him getting there early. He did indeed get there early. There's no way you can say he didn't get there early. He got there early, and it's a damn shame that the NFL, basically patronized the Saints fan base and allowed us to have one season of challenging pass interference. I think it's disgusting. And that's the type of play that should have been reviewed. And I think that had they been able to take it to review, then they would have been able to say that was pass. I'm just so tired of that with NFL and pass interference. It's disgusting.
Yeah, that was wild. That was that.
Well,
yeah. He definitely
let's leave our parting shots to everybody as far as encouraging everyone to do their part and vote on tomorrow. I'll do mine now and let Ms. Neek take us out. Look, y'all know what time it is. It's important. Allow your voice to be heard. If you're registered to vote, please vote. I know y'all got jobs. I know you got kids. Find a way. The lines will be long. It does not matter. Go and express and use your right. Use your right to vote. It's important that you use your right to vote. And for those who are not voting at all, shame on y'all. I will tell you that right now. If you didn't register to vote and you could have voted, shame on you. Politics and the governance of our country, it should be important to everybody. Okay. And I know we're on a sports show, but you should care about who's making decisions about you and your family and your future. And so if you got the right to vote, use it. If you registered to vote, use it. If you didn't do that, shame on you. That's a damn shame, to be honest. And let's vote. Let's vote tomorrow. Ms. Neek, the floor is yours.
Yo, you guys, this is the biggest election in our life, and probably for the rest of our lives. I think there is a level of responsibility that we all have to take as human beings, because I would say at least 2/3 of humans walking the United States have had to fight for a right to vote. Whether you were a woman or you were Black, you still had to fight, or you're a felon and you had to fight to get your rights back. You still have had to fight for your right to vote. And it is something that we should honor. It is something that we should absolutely take complete control and advantage of. And in addition to that, to Jay's point, we have to start holding our leaders accountable. We have seen what happens when we are just lackluster at the polls. We see what happens when we just vote for giggles and you know the other part. But we really need to start taking this very, very seriously and understand that these decisions that we make today will impact us for years and years and years to come. So I encourage you guys to go out and make the best decisions, be educated, be diligent, You know, some of y'all wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and stand in line for Jordans for 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 hours for you and your kids. Some of y'all get up and go to the game store and want the PS5s and all the Maddens and all that. Y'all do all of that for entertainment. But when it comes to the reality of your lives and the quality of your life and making sure that we set a great foundation for future generations, this is the time. So I encourage you guys to get up, go vote, take a snack, bring some water, put an extra charger in your bag just in case a Karen wants to pop off or, you know, some kind of rally is going on and you end up getting into something. Make sure you got your, you know, your little recording device and get in line and go vote. And that's it. This is your girl, Miss Neek. We are here for you guys every week. We might be a little late, might be a little early, but we're going to be here every week. This is the 5th quarter. You guys can catch us on Spreaker.